yeah, I've been out in a couple, 3 times. Talked to Billy Bob there a while ago, and I just said here that my boy came. I went out for a little bit. He had to go up to Franklin and then go to Pittsburgh. One thing a day, sooner or later you get it cleaned up. Roger. Well, I'm supposed to put the Leroy Saturday. I gotta give him a call Friday, but we're supposed to do this Saturday.
And I'm going to take the other one up there and have him check it and see what's happening with it. He thinks it's just a bad connection ground. He says it might be a solder joint. Yeah, it's on the AM radio. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, that's a nice AM radio. Man, that thing works fine. Oh, yeah. When it works fine. Now, it's got lots of... It's got 2 stages on it. It does 20 watts on the low side. Then you push the button up and it does about 30-something. Oh, yeah. It's got lots of audio. Roger. I had the Grand XL on all morning. I just turned the Lincoln on. Roger. Yeah, I'll have Leroy pull the seals off of it, and I won't have no seals on it. I don't care for them anyhow, but that's the way they are. He puts them on there, so I'll have Leroy just take them off. Yeah, because I don't know really if the clarifier is opened up or not. I really don't know. And Bob, he didn't know jack crap when I talked to him because he never knew. I was probably the first one that questioned him on it. Yeah, well, I just asked him. I was nice. I said, did you check made sure it was lined up? I said, is the frequency, is it opened up or what? He said, well, them radios there, all you do is that clarifier just for tuning somebody in right. Well, you know, that tells me, he wouldn't tell me that he didn't check it, but he ran around the bush, you know. Now, if he'd have just said, no, I didn't check it, then I wouldn't have felt bad, but he beat around the bush, you know. Yeah, well, I was probably the first one. He hasn't sold that many of them, you know, and I was probably the first one that really questioned him on it. Because AM, it was perfect, but everybody said it's off 100 kilowatts, or whatever they call that, 100 hertz or whatever. But we'll find out when I go to Leroy. Yeah, go ahead. What's that? I'm talking about the President Lincoln tube. Yes, sir. Okay, I moved the clarifier. Now I can't understand you. Well, I can turn the clarifier. If it's locked, it'll only tune to you. But does that change my transmit? Well, I moved it. Now I'm going to move it back where I normally run it. Well, that's what burned me up about him when I called him, see? That's what I asked him if he checked and see the line was lined up. But I think it's just off a little wee bit between the transmit and the receive, Roger? Well, that would be nothing. I can't do nothing to change that, really, Roger. Well, I'll find out from Leroy come Saturday. Well, when Leroy's done with it, I won't have to worry about it. It'll be set up on every frequency. When he lines them up, buddy, they're lined up. I'll tell you what, he's got a way of tuning them. He's got something there when he finishes up tuning it goes, and it disappears. Am I on frequency there now, all talking? Roger. But like Leroy says, sideman, the clarifier should be opened up and lined up. Well, that's what I said. The man, you know, he really didn't know. Because I don't think anybody ever questioned him was just trying to get an answer out of him, but he wouldn't answer. He just beat around the bush, and I didn't like that, you know. That's why I told him. I said, well, I guess you don't want to talk to it, Bob. I'll see you. Bye. No, I'm very, I don't get belligerent, but, you know, when you try to ask somebody something, tell me. If he would have said, no, John, I didn't check it, I wouldn't have felt bad one bit. But he just beat around the bush about everything. Well, I'm sure after that episode, he probably started checking them, you know. But I don't think the clarifier is opened, really.